It's no secret Liverpool need a midfielder. I've been saying it since the start of the window. Now the injuries have gone up and our depth is looking absolutely appalling. Thiago went off. He's a magical player, but his injury record is appalling. And what was the best we could offer off the bench? James Milner, who's nearing his pension. When you look at Oxlade-Chamberlain, better not to speak about him. Naby Keita constantly injured. Same with Thiago. Jordan Henderson's been rapidly declining for 12 months. Again, James Milner is edging closer to retirement. And then Harvey Elliott and Fabio Carvalho, who are very good players, but I don't think you want to put pressure of competing for a league title on two teenagers. So in this video, I'm going to give you 4 midfield options Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp should be looking at for the rest of this window. If you do enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe. It's a big goal, but I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of this season. I do think we can actually hit it. Let me know in the comments what midfielder you think Liverpool should sign, and if you do enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like. It will let me know that you did enjoy the video. And without wasting any more of your time, let's get into it. The first midfield option I'm going to be looking at is Konrad Laimer. He was very close to a move to Bayern Munich, but that deal fell through. Laimer, of course, being an RB Leipzig player, and we've seen in the past a lot of RB Leipzig players tend to do well at Liverpool as they do play a similar style of football, and Laimer has earned the nickname in the Bundesliga, the pressing machine, and that really does suit Jurgen Klopp. He can run all day, a perfect type of player Jurgen Klopp would want in his midfield. His tackling success rate is up there as one of the best in the Bundesliga last season. He's not too shy of getting on the ball and running with it, and he can have a few long shots, and he does bag a few goals, something we are lacking in the midfield. At an age of 25, he's still yet to enter his prime and could improve a lot at Liverpool, and I think it would be a really good signing. With a price tag of around 30 to 40 million euros, I think it would be a fantastic signing, and it's definitely on the cheaper side of other players I'm looking at on my list. The only noticeable weakness I have for Laimer is the fact he's not great in the air, and yes, that isn't a huge thing for midfielders, but he's definitely going to be losing a lot of his aerial duels. But other than that, I think he'd be a very good option, and I would not be complaining if I saw the Austrian in a Liverpool shirt come the end of August. The next player on my list is Matheus Nunes, someone we've been linked to a lot over the summer, along with Man City and Wolves. Wolves are really pushing to sign him, but he's rejected Wolves in hope of signing for one of Liverpool or Man City. At least that's what reports are saying. When you compare Nunes and Laimer, Laimer's probably better on the defensive side, and Nunes will be better on the offensive side. He's a very good passer and a very good dribbler, quite similar to Thiago's best attributes. Obviously, he's not quite Thiago, but he is only 23 and can be moulded into the next Thiago. When you look at his player profile, he's definitely more of a Manchester City and Pep Guardiola player than a Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool player, but that's not a bad thing. I would take Bernardo Silva and Kevin De Bruyne at Liverpool in a heartbeat. If Laimer really wants to be one of the best midfielders in the world, he's going to have to up his defensive game, but he's still only 23. He has time to learn, and if Liverpool were to sign him for maybe 50 to 60 million euros, they'd have him for maybe 10 years. All I'm saying is, if you look at our last couple signings, Luis Diaz, Porto's best player, we took him. Darwin Núñez, Benfica's best player, we took him. Now Matheus Nunes, Sporting Lisbon's best player, and we should take him. The next player on my list is Nicolò Barella, and as you notice, as the quality of the player goes up, so does the price tag. 60 to 70 million would be able to take him out of Milan. Some people have dismissed the chance of Barella signing for Liverpool because they claim he's too loyal to Inter, but he also confirmed the fact he was in talks with Chelsea last January. And I am taking loyalty into account. Long-term viewers of this channel will know I'm absolutely obsessed with Barcelona midfielder Gavi, and I haven't put him in this list because I know he's going to sign on with Barcelona and he's probably going to be there for his whole career. But I think it's a different case for Barella. At the age of 25, he's already completed Italian football, so offer him Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool, who will be competing for almost every single trophy in English football. I don't think he would say no. Something I particularly love about Barella is his technical ability, which is just absolutely fantastic for a 25-year-old, and like I've mentioned with almost every single midfielder on this list, he's only going to get better with learning with Thiago. Barella also has interest from 2 other London sides in Chelsea and Spurs, and I think if he had the choice, even though Spurs are looking good for the upcoming season, I think he still would choose Jurgen Klopp's men. Now, I do think the price tag would end up stopping Liverpool from buying him this summer. Would they really want to sign a midfielder for 60 to 70 million euros in the same summer they signed Darwin Núñez for a potential 100 million euros? But like a lot of these players, they're still relatively young. Barella's 25, yet to enter his prime, so he's going to be in your midfield for 5 to 7 years, so it probably would be a worthy investment. So we're talking about Liverpool, more specifically Liverpool midfielders. Who's the best Liverpool midfielder ever? Steven Gerrard. Where is Steven Gerrard? From Liverpool. What's something famous from Liverpool? The Beatles. What's a famous Beatles song? Hey Jude. Jude? Like Jude Bellingham, the English midfielder whose icon is Steven Gerrard. I don't know about you, but I think we've cracked this midfielder search. Jude Bellingham, he is the perfect Liverpool signing. I don't care how much it costs, bring Jude Bellingham home. It just makes so much sense. He's only 19, so if it costs you 100 million euros, he's going to be in your midfield for 15 years. He's going to make that money back so quickly. And again, he's just 19. He's very mature for his age. He's a fantastic footballer, consistently playing for a Champions League level team. And when I say consistently, he's one of the best players for Borussia Dortmund. We talk about all this English hype, but I think it's the opposite with Jude Bellingham, purely because he's not playing in England. He's not getting that much attention. I think he's up there with Pedri and Tchouaméni. If we were to sign Jude Bellingham, I think there's no doubt about it. Rip the number 8 off Naby Keita's back. It's just so perfect for Jude Bellingham to take that number 8. And just think of all the shirt sales. It's just been written in the stars for Jude Bellingham to end up at Liverpool. I mean, the Beatles wrote a song about him 35 years before he was even born. Jude Bellingham's parents were probably only kids, but you just know Ringo and the lads were all thinking of a future footballer in a 4-year-old's ball sack. That's a weird way to end why Jude Bellingham should sign for Liverpool. Liverpool, but he should. He's perfect. Fabrizio Romano's already confirmed. We've had talks with Dortmund. Whether it be this summer or next summer, I do think Jude Bellingham will end up being a Liverpool player. But let me know in the comments, what do you think? Who is your ideal choice for a midfielder this summer? And hopefully worse doesn't come to worse and we end up having to watch Curtis Jones week in, week out because we didn't sign the midfielder. Jesus Christ, that would be terrible. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.